Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news now, folks. What's really catching everyone's attention right now in the NFL, and especially among Browns fans, is the stirring developments around the Cleveland Browns and how their current situation might influence the entire landscape of the AFC North. Yes, the Browns are currently sitting at a disappointing 1-5 record, which at first glance might seem like a setback. But if you look closer, this could be a strategic moment for the franchise. With the trade deadline looming in early November, there's a real opportunity for Cleveland to make some bold moves to improve their roster. And one of the most talked about options involves possibly trading some of their veteran offensive linemen, specifically Wyatt Teller or Joel Bitonio, to a team that's competing now, like the Seattle Seahawks. But before I get into the details of this potential blockbuster, let's set the stage for you. The Seahawks, despite their current 4-2 record and sharing the NFC West lead with the 49ers and Rams, are looking for ways to push even further into the postseason and beyond. Offensively, they've been pretty impressive, especially with Sam Darnold under center. Darnold has been a revelation, seamlessly carrying over his success from the Vikings to Seattle, and he's really been a key reason why the Seahawks are playing some of the league's best football right now. Their offense, in fact, ranks 4th in the league in points per game and 5th in passing yards. That's no small feat. But as always, there's room for improvement. The run game, for instance, has been a bit inconsistent, averaging just over 104 rushing yards per game, which puts them at 24th in the league. For a team with playoff ambitions, that's an area they're eager to upgrade. And this is where Cleveland's potential trade chips come into play. The Browns, despite their struggles this season, have some veteran offensive linemen who could be exactly what Seattle needs to push over the top. Wyatt Teller, for example, has been a 3-time Pro Bowl selection from 2021 to 2023. Yes, Teller has been recognized league-wide for his talent, and even though last season he missed 4 games, he still managed a solid run block grade of 66. 8 this year. His overall performance has been steady, and he's known for his physicality and ability to protect the quarterback, which is exactly what Darnold needs to keep playing at a high level. But Wyatt Teller isn't the only name that's been floated around. Joel Bitonio, another veteran guard on the Browns roster, has been one of Cleveland's most consistent and reliable offensive linemen since Joe Thomas's retirement. Bitonio has also earned a Pro Bowl nod last season and has been named a first-team All-Pro twice, in 2021 and 2022. His experience, leadership, and ability to anchor the offensive line are invaluable, especially for a team like Seattle, which is looking to solidify its protection for Darnold and improve its ground game. Now, it's important to note that both Teller and Bitonio are in the later stages of their careers, and their contracts reflect that. As a result, the price for acquiring either of these players shouldn't be exorbitant, a relative bargain in trade terms, especially considering their proven talent and leadership. For Cleveland, trading away such seasoned veterans might be a tough pill to swallow, but given their current record and the fact that they're likely to be sellers at the deadline, it's a strategic move that could help set the team up for a stronger future. Imagine the impact if Cleveland decided to part ways with Wyatt Teller or Joel Bitonio and send them to Seattle. The Seahawks would immediately boost their offensive line, giving Darnold more time in the pocket and a more reliable run game, which would complement their explosive passing attack. It's a win-win scenario for Seattle, a team that's already competitive but looking to get even better. For Cleveland, it might be about retooling and gathering draft picks or younger players, but it's a move that could help them rebuild and focus on the future. Now, let's talk a little about the bigger picture here. The AFC North is a tough division, and with teams like the Ravens, Bengals, and Steelers always in the mix, Cleveland's path to the playoffs is anything but easy. But if they can pull off smart trades and make some strategic adjustments, they could position themselves for a strong comeback next season. It's all about how they manage their roster, their cap space, and their trade assets. And right now, Wyatt Teller and Joel Bitonio are the kind of players that could fetch a good return, especially from a team like Seattle that's eager to contend. Of course, there's also the question of how these moves would affect team chemistry and leadership. Both Teller and Bitonio are experienced players who bring more than just their on-field skills. They're leaders in the locker room, mentors to younger players, and vital to Cleveland's offensive identity. Trading them would require Cleveland to find replacements who can step in quickly and provide the same stability. But with Cleveland's current situation, the focus might be on acquiring assets that can help them rebuild faster, whether through draft picks or younger talent. And let's not forget, the NFL trade deadline is always full of surprises. Sometimes, teams make bold moves that shift the entire season's trajectory. If Seattle really wants to take advantage of Cleveland's current situation, making a move for Teller or Bitonio could be exactly what they need to push ahead of their division rivals. And for Cleveland, it's about maximizing value from players who might not fit into their long-term plans anymore. Now circling back to the Seahawks' perspective, it's clear they're a team on the rise, but they need to address their offensive line to really make a deep playoff run. Having a veteran like Wyatt Teller or Joel Bitonio would bring stability and experience to their front, which is crucial when facing tough defenses in the postseason. Plus, both players' ability to excel in run blocking and pass protection would complement Darnold's skill set perfectly, giving Seattle a more balanced attack. For Browns fans, it's a mixed bag of emotions. On one hand, losing a veteran like Bitonio or Teller might feel like giving up on this season. But on the other hand, it's about the bigger picture, building a stronger, more sustainable team for the future. Cleveland's management has to weigh these options carefully, balancing immediate needs versus long-term strategy. And with the NFL trade deadline just around the corner, it's a tense, exciting time for fans, analysts, and everyone invested in the Browns' future. So what do you guys think? Would Cleveland be wise to trade Wyatt Teller or Joel Bitonio to a contender like Seattle? Would such a move help or hurt their rebuilding process? It's a fascinating debate, and I want to hear your thoughts. Do you believe Cleveland should hold on to their veterans and try to turn things around on the field, or is it time to cash in and prioritize future assets? Whatever your opinion, it's clear that the next few weeks could be pivotal for the Browns, and possibly for the entire AFC North. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. We're in this journey together, and I'll keep you informed every step of the way. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Browns.